Welcome back to another episode of our UL Monroe rebuild. If you missed the first episode, make sure you go back and watch it. As you can see, we started 0-1. We choked that game away terribly at the end. We should have won. We almost upset them, and we choked it away in the last couple minutes. So don't miss that episode. Go back, watch it. I'd appreciate it if you like the videos. Like, comment who you want next. We're going to be doing a bunch of rebuilds, so I'd love to do some teams that you guys are interested in. I started with the worst team in the game. We can do anybody. We can do the top tier programs, or we can stick around the bottom tier. Would love to get some community interaction. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Doesn't cost you anything. Turn the notifications on so you get notified when the new videos drop. And let's get into episode 2. We're going to let the recruiting or the practice take care of itself. Recruiting board. Have a feeling it's not looking too hot, which we're right. We are first on Buck Ludwig. He is going to be our number 1 target. We're going to do everything we can to bring him in. Looks like we're probably going to have to chop down and not do 10 on so many people and pick a few at a time. Because we're not pushing the border on anybody right now. I think Tevin Croach is very slow. He's 6'3", but it's super slow. We don't even want this guy. Get him off our board. 5'7". We don't want him either. 80 speed. 78 speed. Locked out of you. We'll take a shot on Marquis Thomas. He's a gadget, so hopefully he's a little bit quicker. We're locked out. Locked out. Be nice to upgrade this offense quite a bit. You're 6'4". We're slow, but at 6'4", 80 speed. Bring it. We certainly need the help. We'll throw 25 on Scruggs. Offensive line is obviously a weak point for us. We're going to go out to UAB. You got to think UAB is probably considered the favorite. They got the advantage in overall. They're better in every aspect by 7. But Mississippi State was better by about 20, and we should have won that football game. I have never seen that mascot before. That's a crazy looking mascot. We're going to receive the opening kickoff, and it's going to be a downpour. But as we've seen with dynamic weather, it can change at any moment. Coach Brewski there. Austin Carlisle. Not what we want to see. One of our goals is to be better than -10 in the turnover margin on the year. We're already down 3. We're only down 2, actually. We also picked up an interception. Carlisle's going to start this game out cold. We're going to look to get him going early. As he goes up the middle for 10, gets down, avoids the hit. Wear and tear was a big factor last week. Carlisle took too many hits. We were obviously the inferior opponent. This week we should have a little bit better luck as we find Anderson in the slot. Picks up 7 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 3. Chaney's on the carry. 2 yards, brings up 3rd and 1. Crowd should not be nearly as much of a factor as it was last week for us. We got a wide receiver over the middle. Green time-based catching. Should be a catch every time. And that's going to be a first down for the Warhawks. We got Anderson open again for another first down. Looks like Carlisle settled back in nicely. We've already shooken off that cold start. Drops back again. A little bit of pressure. Nothing he can't handle. Gets out of the pocket. Crossbody throw to Trujillo. Up the field, and Trujillo gets in the end zone. It's the Warhawks on the board first. Opening drive touchdown. And Coach Brewski's got to be happy with that. And we kicked the ball straight out of bounds. Murray. Not what we want to see. Flemings brings his defense out on the field. They played very well last week. We're going to get off to a good start again this week. Flemings got another tackle. Only giving up 3 yards on the carry. We're going to run the ball again. Quarterback keeps it. He's blown up in the backfield by Jalen Callender. It's a 3-yard loss. Brings up 3rd and 10. Eagles looking to get off the field. They throw one up deep, and he drops it. Our cornerback gets stuck. Doesn't turn around to play the ball. And the UAB receiver just drops it. We'll take it. They go 3 and out. We're going to get our offense right back on the field. Special teams continues to be an area of weakness for us. Just fielded the punt at the 6. Probably should have let that one go into the end zone. And we throw a red ball over the middle. It's picked off. And UAB is going to take it back for 6. So after a great first drive, Carlisle comes out and airmails one over the middle. UAB takes it the other way. And there's our special teams. Yet again. This one, luckily, should not cost us. They should decline it, take their points. We'll see if Carlisle can come back out and shake off his 4th interception of the season and only his 5th quarter. Definitely not the way we wanted to start the season off, but we can't change it now, so just got to get back to work and make sure we don't blow this game. Jameson on the carry. It's absolutely nothing there. He does everything he can to fight off the defender, but he's getting hit by 3 more at the same time. Offensive line continues to struggle. Carlisle's back to pass. He's heated up by the D tackle. He gets the pass off. It's a completion. Good for about 7 yards to Fulgerham. 3rd and 5. Carlisle again back to pass. Nobody's going to be open. He's just going to get it away. We thought he got it away, but they're going to rule it a fumble. UAB is going to recover on the 13-yard line. Coach Brewski is going to throw the challenge on that. His arm looks to be going forward. His arm is definitely going forward. Should not be a fumble. And they're going to rule it a fumble anyway. UAB is going to take over at the 13-yard line. So after coming out hot and scoring on their first drive, Carlisle turns the ball over twice. And UAB is going to take the lead. All they need is one play. The Warhawks are stunned and need to come out and put together a drive, put some points on the board to swing back some of this momentum. Warhawks are going to take over at the 20. Think it would be a good idea to get the ball on the ground, try to get Carlisle a chance to settle down. That's exactly what they do. Jamison gets the carry and takes it for 8 yards. It's going to be 2nd and 2. Jamison gets the toss, gets to the outside, turns the corner. Jamison's going to pick up some good yardage there. It's going to be 1st down Warhawks. We got an injury. Right tackle Oldenburg is going to go down on the play. And they do not have a backup. So Carlisle better look out back there as he runs for his life. He tries to just force one downfield. Overthrown. Not a very good play on all aspects. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Going to hand it back off up the middle. Jamison, again, is going to go for 6 yards. 3rd and 4. Carlisle in the shotgun. He's going to roll out to his right. Carlisle's going to keep it himself. Makes one man miss. Goes up the sideline. He could go. And we're going to get out of bounds at the 2-yard line just to save some wear and tear. Seems like the smart thing to do for Carlisle at this point. Handoff up the middle. Cheney's going to get in for the Warhawks. So we're going to have a tie game. PAT is good. 14-14. Warhawks respond after 2 of the worst offensive possessions you could possibly have. UAB tries to bring it out. Again, not a very good choice. It's going to get brought down at the 11. And they miss a tackle. Handoff up the middle. It's going to go for 9.5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down in inches. As the Warhawks continue to struggle to tackle early on the season. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down for a loss of 3 by C.J. Wilson. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4 as the Warhawks look to get off the field. And Fleming makes a huge hit up the middle. Dislodges the ball, and it's going to be incomplete as the UAB punt team takes the field. The War Eagles going to take over at the 29-yard line. And right tackle continues to struggle. Carlisle gets free, tries to hit the open receiver downfield, and it's just completely out of gas. He's running for his life in that backfield. Carlisle again just going to use his feet. Doesn't get out of bounds, takes a big hit after picking up a 1st down. It'll be Cheney on the carry. Not much there. It's able to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to be the last play in the 1st quarter. It'll be 14-14, end of 1. After a very sloppy start from the Warhawks. The freshmen showing the inexperience with back-to-back turnovers, costing Monroe 14 points. Hand back off to Cheney. Cheney's off to the left, picks up 4. It's going to bring up 3rd and 6. The Warhawks would love to pick up another 1st down on this drive. Carlisle's back to pass. Again, scrambling out for his life. Has an open receiver, but airmails it over his head. Carlisle continues to struggle through the air in this game. He's able to break a couple long runs, but he's going to want to have that one back. So UAB is going to come out, take over at their 20-yard line. Flemings leads the defense back out. Fleming makes a great play. Gain of no yards. Again, Fleming leading this defense. Quarterback's got nothing open. Comes over late. Wide receiver breaks a tackle, picks up the first down, and they're out past the 50-yard line. That play looked like it was going nowhere. The wide receiver slips open late for a big gain. And that's a huge hit by Flemings, forces a fumble. UAB's able to dive on it and avoid the disastrous turnover. And they give it right back to him, and he's able to pick up all the yards he lost and then some, and picks up the first down. Down to the Warhawks 31-yard line. Back to pass. Tight end is wide open. Breaks a tackle, and he's inside the 10. First and goal, Dragons. UAB keeps it on the ground. Robinson on the carry. Picks up about 4 yards. Going to be second and goal from the 4-yard line. Back to pass. They hit the running back fullback out of the backfield. Flemings is there quickly to make the tackle. It's only a gain of 1. Brings up third and goal. Quick pass. And a great play by the corner. It's going to be a loss of 4 yards. Fourth and goal from the 7. UAB is going to bring out the kicker. Kick is up and right down the middle. UAB is going to go back out in front. 17-14 with 2:45 left in the first half. Carlisle's back out. Looks to be holding his left arm a little bit. Shaking it off. Hands off to Jamison. Goes up the middle. Picks up about 14 for the first down. Takes the ball out to the UAB 34. Cheney in the game at running back now. And it is handoff to Cheney. After a nice block by the left guard. Picks up a pancake. Cheney's able to pick up the first down. It's back-to-back first downs for the War Eagles. The Warhawks. Carlisle's back to pass. Not a whole lot open. Tries to airmail one to the running back and just doesn't have the arm strength. It's picked off. UAB's going to take over their 33-yard line. Coach Brewski's got to be thinking about maybe a quarterback change after just 6 quarters of football. Carlisle has thrown 5 interceptions. It's going to be very hard to compete turning the ball over at that rate. Fleming makes a diving attempt at the interception, misses, and UAB brings it in. It's going to be first down, Dragons. Minute 55 remaining in the first half. Flemings makes another tackle on the quick dump off to the running back. It's going to bring up 2nd and 8. Flemings again on the tackle. His 5th tackle of the game. But that's going to be another first down for the Dragons. Going to take it on the ground. There's nowhere to go. Bottled up by the defensive line of Monroe. It's going to be 2nd and 9. And he's got a man open and he just misses. UAB had a chance to just walk into the end zone. Quarterback just misses. And on 3rd and 9, the Dragons pick up 10. It's another first down with just a minute remaining in the half. Another huge hit from Flemings. Broderick Robinson's able to pick up 4 before he takes that hit. Quarterback's able to get loose. Mims gets loose in coverage. That's another first down for the Dragons. UAB calls a timeout. 47 seconds remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. UAB is going to look to extend their lead before half, and then they're going to get the ball right back. And the refs called touchdown on the field. Monroe has already used their challenge, but it looks like one's going to come in from the booth. It did not appear that he got into the end zone. Review again. Looks like Ferguson, the Dragons, comes up short. And they reverse the call. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1-yard line. He did, in fact, come up short. They run a reverse on the next play. And they are stuffed in the backfield. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line. Do the Warhawks have a goal line stand in them? The quarterback's got his head took off as he gets the ball off. Falls incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 1, from the 3. Drops back to pass again. Finds his running back out of the backfield. Touchdown, Dragons. They're going to go into take a 10-point lead right before the half. There's 25 seconds. Monroe has struggled to move the ball and has turned it over far too many times. You got to wonder what's running through their head right now, and if they're willing to just take this take this deficit into the halftime. Doesn't appear so. They're going to come out in shotgun. Carlisle's still in the game. Drops back to pass, and he's again running for his life. He's going to pick up the first down, run out of bounds. He's going to put Carlisle at 92 yards rushing before halftime. Again, comes out to pass. He's got a guy open on the sideline. Makes a nice catch before running out of bounds. 10 seconds left. The Warhawks might have time to get into field goal range. Carlisle again is going to take off running. Takes a massive hit at the 43-yard line. And the Warhawks take a timeout with 3 seconds remaining. Seem to be a little bit outside of their kicker's range. They're going to come out in 5 wide. UAB's in prevent deep defense. Carlisle drops back to pass. Throws the underneath route to Trujillo. Trujillo's drops it, and that's going to take us to the half. Dragons 24, Warhawks 14. Warhawks are going to kick off to start the second half, down by 10. Almost certainly need to shut down the Dragons' offense on this drive. This game might become out of reach for them as well. Handoff up the middle. He gets loose. It's going to be a gain of about 12. It's going to be another first down. Start off the second half for the Dragons. Another tackle for loss by Flemings, who might have been shaken up on the play. And he was. He's going to exit the game. That would be a huge blow to this defense. They fake the run, get it out to the tight end. He's able to pick up a huge gain before he's dragged down across the 50-yard line. He airs it out deep. And the Warhawks, Jabril Tiller drops the interception. A good sign for the Warhawks, though. Flemings is back in the game at linebacker for the 2nd and 10. It is a handoff. Robinson gets loose, breaks the tackle before he's shoved out of bounds at the 32-yard line. And that's going to send the Warhawks starting DN Calendar down as injuries continue to riddle this team. Backup running back goes up the middle. He's going to break loose. It's a 32-yard touchdown for the Dragons. Monroe's going to go down by 17. 4 minutes remaining in the third. And all signs point to an 0-2 start for Coach Brewski. Looks like Brewski's decided to make a change at quarterback. Armeta's going to come into the game. He's going to hand it off to Jamison. Jamison's going to break loose, pick up a gain of 7. It's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Meadows throws the flat route to the tight end. Anderson is able to break one tackle and pick up a first down. Meta drops back to pass. Again goes back to Anderson. Anderson's brought down just short of the first down. Going to bring up 2nd and inches. Armeta comes into the game, completes 2 passes in a row. Short, but completes 2 passes. And we got 2 first downs as Cheney breaks one free up right up the middle. Picks up a nice gain. Puts the Warhawks down into UAB territory. The 34-yard line. Meta drops back to pass again. Tries to throw one over the top. And a dangerous ball pops into the air but falls down incomplete. As he almost throws his first interception of the game. Drops back again. He's got an open wide receiver up the sideline. That's Fulgerham. He's able to reel it in. That's another first down. Takes the War Eagles down into the red zone. He throws it up into the end zone to Fulgerham again. Fulgerham's unable to reel that one in. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. Quick pass out to the running back. Jamison's going to walk into the end zone untouched. It brings it back to a 10-point game with 2:45 remaining in the third. The Warhawks still have some time left. Certainly not out of this game yet. And it looks like that quarterback switch might have re-sparked Monroe's offense here. Another big hit on the kickoff. The Warhawks are certainly a hard-hitting team. Flemings is not out here on this drive, which could certainly hurt this defense. And then the Dragons are going to continue right where they left off, completing the pass over the middle. First down, out to the 38-yard line of the Warhawks. Back to pass again. And the tight end is open again. First down, and the Dragons are out across the 50-yard line. Robinson back on the carry. Gets great blocking. He's going to take it down to the 25-yard line. And this Monroe defense looks lost without their leader. You got to wonder how long Flemings is going to be out and if the Eagles are going to be able to recover from that kind of loss. As they have no answer, and the Dragons again pick up a first down. Down to the 9-yard line, first and goal, UAB. It's going to be a false start on the right tackle. And it looks like the refs might disagree. They're going to call encroachment on the Warhawks. And that's going to move the ball down to the 5-yard line for the Dragons. Safety blows up the run play. Loss of 1. But another Warhawk is going down to injury. They are just getting decimated with injuries at this point. The backups are in, and they're still making plays. That's going to bring up 3rd and goal. This would be a huge stop if they could hold the Dragons to a field goal. And they're going to run the ball again. And it's not going to be enough. He's going to get dragged down at the 3-yard line. And it looks like the Dragons are going to keep their offense out on the field. It's 4th and goal from the 3. This could be a deciding play in the game. They hand it off again. And it's blown up again. Fulton Troy makes 2 huge tackles for losses. And shuts down the Dragon drive at the 2-yard line. The War Eagles take over. And a very dangerous play. Loss of 1 on the play. Monroe's now looking at a 99-yard drive if they want to put a 6 up on the board. And it's going to be 3rd and 12. The sidearm throw from Armeda. It's incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down. They got a wide open wide receiver. Fogelham gets loose. It's going to be caught. Took up to the 25-yard line. It's going to be 1st and 10. Warhawks. Dragons look like they're stacking the box. Armeda's making changes at the line of scrimmage. He's going to drop back to pass. He's got nothing open. D-line's closing in on him. He's just going to throw it away. Dean, the defensive end, with the pressure. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Warhawks. Hits the running back out of the backfield. Running back fights. Brings it down to the 34-yard line. That'll be the last play of the 3rd quarter. As the Warhawks look to narrow down this 10-point lead and make a game out of this. Coach Brewski would hate to start 0-2. It looks like he's made a decent change at quarterback. The offense seems to be moving the ball a lot smoother. But they only got 5 minutes. They're down 10. And their defense is decimated with injuries. They're fighting an uphill battle here. Another wide receiver gets open. It's going to be a first down. They're out to the 47-yard line. Armenta has been great since he's took over the game. Jameson takes the handoff. It's going to be another first down for the Warhawks. Be a play action. Looks like they bit. He gets it out to Trujillo, who makes a nice catch. Takes it down to the 19-yard line. And just like that, the Warhawks are in the red zone. Another play action. Gets it out. Tries to get back to his favorite target, Trujillo. A little bit underthrown. Trujillo's unable to come back and pick it up. Hands it off to Jameson. Tries to get up the middle. Who's met by a wall of defensive tackles. Be no gain. And Jameson is also going to stay down. The Warhawks got to be running out of players on that sideline. They are decimated with injuries. Armetta gets the ball off. Fulgerham makes the catch. It's going to be another first down. The War Eagles aren't going away quietly. Drop back to pass again. Throws one up over the middle. It's going to be picked off. That certainly has got to be the end for the Warhawks. They're able to get 3. And with 1:26 left, they're going to kick it back to the Dragons with 3 timeouts. If they're able to get a stop, they still have a chance in this ball game. Here come the Dragons, taking over at their 20-yard line. Monroe surely can't afford to give up a single first down. They're going to keep it on the ground. It's only going to go for 1 yard. Monroe chooses to save their timeout. They keep it on the ground. Pick up a 2. And the Warhawks are going to call that first timeout. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. 37 seconds remaining. They still have 2 timeouts in their pocket. UAB keeps it on the ground. And he's stopped for no gain again. The Warhawks are going to get the ball back. With about 30 seconds remaining in this football game. And they do have a timeout in their pocket. Here comes the punt. Punts away. That's a decent return, about 15. Did burn some time off the clock. 25 seconds. For the Warhawks, they got to go about 60 yards. They do have a timeout. Clock does stop on first downs. Armetta's back to pass. He's got a guy open in the slot. He's unable to get the ball to him. It's another underthrow. 21 seconds, 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Nobody open. Throws one up the sideline. 50-50 ball, and the Warhawks are unable to make the play. It's going to bring up 3rd and 10. 14 seconds remaining. Armetta's back to pass again. Steps up in the pocket. Finds somebody downfield. It's not able to reel it in. And the Warhawks are going to be down to their last play. 7 seconds remaining. 4th and 10. And it is not enough. They complete the pass at the sticks. They're unable to reach it over. And Monroe's going to start 0-2 after 2 close, heartbreaking losses. Coach Brewski cannot be happy with his team's start to the season.